Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and did you have a lovely weekend?
Oh, yeah.
I hope you all had a wonderful holiday weekend. This one was extra special because it was Easter, Passover, Ramadan, and a full moon, so it was an extra busy time for interfaith werewolves. Down at the White House, they celebrated today with the first Easter egg roll since the pandemic started. And it's so nice we can gather again and watch the children safely have their egg race while we gamble big money on FanDuel. Let's go, Pink Jacket! Come on, Pink Jacket! If I don't pay the Easter Bunny, he's gonna come take my thumbs! Pink Jacket! Get your head in the game! Come on! Go, baby! Go! Run for the roses! Come on! Now, I owe a lot of money. I owe a lot of people a lot of money, John.
Oh, yeah.
President Biden gave a speech during the event, and he called out the guest of honor.
It means so much to see and hear the children and all the families show up to be here today. The joy, the laughter, and the occasional, at least with my young grandson, it's only 2, the occasional, there's Easter Bunny. A little startled sometimes.
Yeah, it's the Easter. Oh, hey, hold on. Watch out, giant rabbits can be scary, Jack. Hold on, buddy. Back in Scranton, my pops used to say to me, hey, Joey, don't look a bunny square in the eye, I'll tear your face straight off. Bunny's nothing but a dressed up raccoon, rabies vector, okay? Gotta arm wrestle him for the precious eggs. It's all in the Bible. Deleted Skeins, Book of Peeps. Watch out, get behind me, Jill. Come on, Jackrabbit. Today was also... Not really. Thank you. Today was also tax day, or as Jeff Bezos calls it, no, it's not. Now, if you procrastinate on your taxes, you're not alone. As of last week, 40% of this year's taxpayers were still unaccounted for, with many scrambling to submit their documents today. In fact, Google's top search term today was, what is 1099, how to get face transplanted and move to Mexico tonight? The midterms for those with calendars, are just 7 months away. And the culture wars are, of course, raging in anticipation of the votes. Ground zero for the culture wars is Florida, a.k.a. America's mullet. Florida has focused heavily in the last couple of years on withholding knowledge from children. For instance, they passed something called HB 7, which prohibits any teaching that could make students feel they bear personal responsibility for historic wrongs because of their race, color, sex, or national origin. Okay, but it's really hard to tell the story of America without talking about historic wrongs. What is history class in Florida going to be like now? Okay, today, kids, we're going to learn about that in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, blah, blah, blah. The new Batman is now streaming on HBO Max. Come and get your diplomas. And this censorship, this official censorship isn't just affecting history class, because this weekend we learned that Florida rejected 41% of new math textbooks. At least they think it's 41%. For some reason, they suck at math. So why the war against arithmetic? Well, the Florida Education Department explained that reasons for rejecting textbooks included references to critical race theory, which the Florida legislature says includes theories that distort historical events. What explains the updated unit on division? A house divided against itself. Hey, that's 2 houses. Nice. Florida officials did not name the rejected textbooks, nor provide samples of passages that failed to meet the criteria, but describe the review process as transparent. Well, I guess they also banned dictionaries, because that's not what transparent means. And while the banned books, sure, doesn't make any sense, does it, John? Some things just don't make sense. While the banned books remain a mystery, here at The Late Show, we have received a copy of a newly approved Florida math problem. Congressman Matt Gaetz and 2 friends have 10 ounces of cocaine. There are 12 people at the party. 3 of them are girls under 18. What should he call it on the Venmo transaction? School supplies. The correct answer is school supplies. Now, one of the engineers on the express train to right-wing crazy town is Fox News host Tucker Carlson, seen here picturing the green M&M without her candy shell. Now, I generally am hesitant to talk about Tucker because he just does and says things that are kind of stupid for attention. But this one's so stupid that it got my attention. You see, Tucker has a new documentary on the de-broing of America, and I will let him explain.
One of the biggest stories of our lifetimes is the total collapse in testosterone levels in American men. Those levels are declining by roughly 10% per decade, completely changing the way people are at the most fundamental level.
Okay, first of all, I don't think of my level of testosterone as defining me at the most fundamental level. But maybe I only think that because I have low testosterone. I don't know. I thought it was my soul. That's what I thought was the vote. Now, according to this crazy mother trucker, it's a big problem. The trailer for his documentary begins with a historic look back at the loss of America's precious bodily fluids.
I welcome this opportunity to speak to the people of America about a subject which I believe to be most important, and that is the subject of physical fitness. There is nothing, I think, more unfortunate than to have soft, chubby, fat-looking children.
Of course, JFK was famous for fat-shaming kids. I mean, who can forget this moment?
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask why Timmy's such a tubby 2x4 couldn't get through the Berlin Wall.
Now, he's a cruel man. The trailer moves from history on to a lot of sweaty, shirtless men.
Once a society collapses, then you're in hard times. Well, hard iron sharpens iron, as they say, and those hard times inevitably produce men who are tough, men who are resourceful, men who are strong enough to survive. And then they go on to re-establish order, and so the cycle begins again.
I gotta say, coming from a Fox News anchor, that is a refreshing and positive celebration of homoeroticism. Good for you, fellas. Good for you. You know?
Hey, you put it out there. Big man.
Also, if they're worried about levels of testosterone, last time I checked, testosterone gives you body hair. Those guys are as smooth as an eel. Among the many strange moments in this trailer, there's one that really caught my attention. It's a man milking a cow without a bucket. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not Farmer Brown, but I'm here to tell you, unless you bring a bucket, you're not milking a cow. You're a cow fondler. Okay? No. And yet, my friends, somehow it gets weirder. Is that man scanning his penis at the self-checkout? Unexpected item in the bagging area. Clean up. Now, if you're wondering what the hell that was, and I hope you are, Tucker explained it in this promotional interview for his doc.
If you want to optimize and take it to another level, expose yourself to red light therapy.
Yes.
And the Juve that we were using in the documentary, there's a massive amount
Which is testicle tanning.
Yes. I'm no urologist, but if the Lord intended testicle health to include a lot of sunlight, I think he would have put them where the sun do shine. Like on your shoulders or something. You know? Would have looked good in the 80s.
Yeah. Shoulder pad.
But there it is, Tucker is promoting testicle tanning, which is surprising because last time I checked, He is the whitest dick ever. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Julia Roberts, but